Oh boy. Boy, oh boy. How's everybody doing?
Eh,
I am trying to see how I can fix my capture card because it's really misbehaving right now.
misbehaving is an understanding.
Yeah.
Because you've been having that capture card since way before you started streaming.
Oh yeah. I mean, this capture card has been with us since we started recording the material for the channel all those years back.
Yeah. And even before that, honestly.
Yeah. I guess you could say it's gone beyond its limits.
Just like Goku, it went even further beyond. And just like
Uh...
Goku, going Super Saiyan 3 doesn't go well for it.
Oh my gosh. I've been getting a wild ride, health issues, and professional issues this week. Oh, that sucks, Rick. I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. Hope things get better soon-ish, or sooner rather than later. I'm still trying to see because, like, you guys, you guys won't be able to see it because it's in the output side, so only I can see these issues. But at least we get to enjoy what I would consider to be the best part about this game, the save room ambience and music. It's more non-serious thing, so it's okay. Yeah, but it can still be annoying. Just glad it's not serious or anything, you know? Come on, capture card. You can do it.
Work
I
for us.
believe in you. I believe in you. I believe. No. Believed too much. I'm here from a short bit to ask how you enjoy things so far when this game's so bad right now. Well, so far it's been okay. I'm not too crazy over it, if I'm being honest. It is just because there's not much platforming or exploration to be had in like the other games. So it's like more the word is different, but I wouldn't necessarily say it like in a particular way. It's just that I don't see the same type of cohesion or map design for the individual rooms and how they connect and what the player's supposed to do in them. It feels a little bit more straightforward. Like I haven't had to jump on I haven't had to do really platforming. Oh my gosh, laser. Why are my bits not working?
Did you open the other thing?
I don't need to have the thing open. Gosh, his entire setup is melting by the second. Capture card is not working. No, this isn't working. Gosh.
Things never work when they need to work.
Yeah. Tell me about it. All right. Twitch muted the Tombo. Yeah, I don't know why. The alerts are there. Wow. Wow. Not even that works. And that's sort of automated. To me, it feels like a first attempt feel. I don't know. Because I still haven't seen like When am I gonna backtrack to like or discover more areas of Fury Green or Volt Forge or um these maps and stuff? Like I look at the map where I'm in right now, and like it doesn't seem like there's much more to come back down here for except for power-ups, I guess. Like I don't see doors or semblances of other connections and stuff, so
Your objective is down there with you, Samus. May Solon guide you.
Solon? Who the fuck is Solon?
You're Solon, I don't know.
Is that like a semblance of lore? The Tokawi family. I'm just gonna continue the vault. You're exploring the desert. Have fun. Alright, thanks, me too. The game is very linear. Yeah, I mean, and I feel that all Metroid games are linear to a degree. You know, there is an intended path, but it's how we hide the path and what the players could potentially do or not do when reached with the roadblocks, and where they could not go and explore and find other roadblocks that might lead to some other clues or informations of where to go next. And that usually happens like when you look at something like the Chosen Ruins, your first visit, when you go fight Flagra, the first room has got like 6 doors. And then you can either go into one, you can only go into one of them, but when you're heading towards the first missile, oh, now they work. Laser. Like, Prime 3 was already linear enough as this. This is just like, this is completely different. Oh my gosh, thanks for the tomboy bit, Mewtwo. If only my capture card would work. Trying to read the log. Oh, the bits are now playing on my end, I guess. Hold on, I'm gonna give my capture card a good ol' slap. I feel like this game is not significantly more linear than Corruption. I think it is, because at least with Corruption, there's like the one time that you're supposed to go get the screw attack and the spider ball, in which you can potentially, thanks for all the bits by the way, get lost in and stuff like that. And even when you're like sticking to one specific location, like Brio's got the actual lore with the Reptilicus and the war between the Lords of Science and the Primals, and then you go to Elysia and you learn about the Elysians and these robots that Chozo's granted sentience, and how their lives continued over the decades and how it's intertwined up until the present point where the game takes place. Or the Pirate Homeworld gives you more scans and lore about their descent into the Phazon madness and all this other shit, and losing their will to Dark Samus and what have you. And like they throw you things like the Valhalla and the halfway point, and then you have like the grapple beam points in Brio, so you're at least using your ship to complete puzzles. You know. I like this guy. He sounds a lot like the Mandalorian. That's precisely why I don't like him, if I'm being honest. That's precisely why I don't really like this guy. Also, because he just name dropped something called Salon, and I have to go and read it about it. And that's it. Like, it feels like it's just like the tip of the iceberg, and I'm just trying to find where the rest of the lore is as I continue to troubleshoot this stupid capture card. Like, for me, it's more like there's no maps like the other games where the environment was telling a story. You find the remains of Molganars everywhere, and the destruction that the people of Brio brought onto themselves, or in the same vein that I don't know. I feel like it's the same areas as Prime. He explains Salon later for the non-readers. Oh, okay. All right. I don't know if I'll be able be. I don't know if I'll even be able to continue playing the game because I'm like been here for 20 minutes, and my capture card has not worked. The little piece of shit. Come on. I feel like the game is way too hand-holding, and there's no like sort of sense of discovery or wonder with the environments and stuff like that. Hopefully it'll change, you know. There's still some couple of eras that I have to look up and stuff, but so far I'm wondering where the rest of the lore is, be it because of cutscenes, scan logs, or environment. But you know, I'm about to fight a boss with a capture card that's not really working well, so wish me luck. But like I'm very much looking forward to this boss because it's the end of this Lamorne research facility, and the boss room is called the Quarantine Chamber. So I'm expecting something along the lines of like, I don't know, a Patient Zero type of stuff. Come on, capture card. For those who don't know, on my end, the capture card is just basically doing this. So I mean, it was working perfectly the past couple of days, and I haven't really unplugged it or moved it up until this point where I kind of had to, just so that we can play the game. Come on. It's sentient. It's blinking. I don't think it's blinking. I think if it's sentient, it's purposely fucking with me. Come on. Blinking SOS. I apologize for this chat. But it's really out of my control. It's the issue seems to be that the output side of my capture card is dying because, as you know, you guys don't see any problems because the input side that's connected from the switch to the capture card and from the capture card to the computer via USB, that side is working fine, but it's the part that sends the signal out towards the monitor so I can play the game without latency that just seems to have developed a mind of its own. And I'm just trying to put in like all sorts of different ways and blowing on it and changing cables and monitors and all this other stuff. So that's why I'm pretty sure that the issue might be just that part of the capture card. And now it's just gone black. Now it's back, and now it's gone.
Gone black. Back and gone. It goes forward and back.
And then forward and back, and then forward and back. This is so depressing.
Well, chat, donation goals. Let's get this man the capture card.
Yeah, I guess. Oh. Yay! I appreciate the yay. Thank you.
You need to update that throne now.
Yeah, I do, but I don't think it's gonna do anything at this point. All right. Trying to think of something. Because I guess if I were exploring or it didn't die as often, I could at least play and just try and get good. But I'm gonna fight a boss. And I can't even see it on my screen. Solan and Mackenzie broke my capture card. Voltforge broke my capture card. Ba-ba-bam, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bam. Can you even tear these apart and like clean them and stuff? Like, so far I don't know if I'm even having fun, if I'm being honest, chat. It looks pretty. It's got cool music and atmospheres. It's got all these banger stuff, but there's not the meat and potatoes. It's like the surface level stuff for me. As of what I've played thus far. So I'm just hoping that perhaps a flare pool, and whatever the other area picks up the notch, and I can go and get lost or backtrack, or maybe, you know. All right, I'm just wing it. Fuck it. It is literally unplayable. On my
I
end.
tried to open that gate, but it won't respond. See anything?
Yes, I see 2 grapple points on the delay version of the game because my version of the game does not work. The feed, I should say.
That did the trick. Opening now.
Why wouldn't it just open by itself? Or like, there's so many panels over here that why can't I open?
Happy hunting.
Very good question.
I guess that was another cheeky attempt at funny, colorful dialogue. The guy saying happy hunting. Is there any lore here? Controls a quarantine access lift used for moving supplies and staff. The lift has been removed with reinstallation still pending. Dangerous Bioform Research Terminal collects research data on Bioform quarantine inside the dome. The surveillance system terminal also keeps a backup. Alright. Ooh. Spin! Ooh. Whoa. Keratos. A giant cingulata-like organism covered in hard shells. Only lives in extreme frigid areas and is capable of creating ice from air moisture. It possesses sensory organs below the carapace and its head opens. Retrofusion is okay. So it's not like a griever, it's right?
Maybe? Oh.
His body is covered in... He's a one-of-a-kind mutant being and is highly intelligent. So this guy... so this guy isn't, like, related to the stuff that they were doing in the facility? It's just some dude? Well, okay, this is gonna be almost impossible with the way that my system issues them with a capture card. But I'll try. I don't even know if I'm doing damage or not. I'm fighting him almost completely blind. I'm just like trying to react to what little microseconds I get to see of the boss on my side of the screen. Alright, now it's just been completely black for more than a second. So this guy isn't like based on anything. That anything else that happened in here. I went from the top and I traversed all the way towards the quarantine zone. Quarantine chamber. Just fight a big Keratos guy that isn't like a mutated Griever or Lamorn or... I mean, I like how he looks. If it's worth anything. I can't see what I'm doing. Am I doing something, chat? Has nothing to do with the lab. Wow. Am I doing good or bad? I really can't see. I'm playing out of the delayed feed. Well, it's a Metroid Prime 3 boss. He's spinning. No, yeah, it plays nice for you guys because, like, I feel like a broken record. The input side of the capture card works fine. It's the output side that's connected to my monitor that is broken. So you guys won't see a problem, but I am not seeing the boss when I'm playing. I'm looking at the feat that you guys are doing, and it's like 5 or 2 seconds behind. I missed my chance to deal damage. Oh, no, but I can't see where I'm at. I don't know what this might say about the boss's like abilities or mechanics that I'm able to do this while my screen continues to flash on and off, and I have to react to the late mechanics. I guess that if I could like fight him normally, I kind of like this fight a little bit more than the Zelios one. Feels a little bit more involved. Oh, if only I could see, I could have shot him. So I guess he gives this boost ball and not spider ball. It's not base, it's a nice level where I'm in a quarantine zone and the boss has nothing to do with the quarantine area I just discovered. He's just there. I guess. Wow, I'm not dealing any damage. I'm trying my best. I'm actually just looking at the stream feed. And like I said, I'm a couple of seconds behind whatever he's doing. And then taking any opportunity where the game is actually up. As long as I'm not dead, I'm still being a problem, I guess. Armor Core told me not to be a little bit. Hey, at least they call it the coral in that game. I don't know where they call it green. Is it really just called green energy, or they'll give it like a different name later on? Doesn't help that also most of my attacks feel like they do baby damage.
But you are baby damage.
Yeah, I am.
Bean. Is that not the fucking stone golem that you fought on Prime?
Yeah, it is. It is just Thardis of sorts. I'm surprised that you know. I'm surprised that you were the one to make that comparison, Gabe. Given that you've not played the original one to that.
I seen you play the
Hey,
Resident
I
Evil
mean, yeah,
time
you've seen
enough.
me. You've seen me do this. All right, boss done. I didn't need the feed. I didn't need the live feed. I beat it with a delay. I feel like that deserves an Achievo. Is this your first playthrough? I'd say forget streaming and beat it one time and then stream a hard difficulty run. If you're not doing great. What do you mean by that? Not doing great. Why would I wanted to stream my blind playthrough so that you guys could be here and like we can talk about it. What I'm feeling and what I'm not feeling. If not, I would I guess just go play it by my own and make another review video.
Ooh, shiny.
Even the doggos were harder? Yeah, I guess. If you consider it harder because I got overwhelmed, then I was supposed to lose, but I was killing them one shot with a fire beam per doggy.
You were killing the popo?
Yeah, I find it crazy how you can play with a lag. Oh wow. Yeah, thanks, Amaric. I mean, I'm honestly. All right. Do I get lore? I think that shot is cool. And the transition into this shot. But is psychic abilities really just a title and that's it? I heard they were just a kind of fancy title. So far it kind of seems to be the case, because all my abilities are like psychic boost ball, psychic boots, psychic visor, psychic beam, psychic bike.
That sounds lazy.
So far, the only difference is that with the psychic boots, at least, they sort of merged the kind of like dark visor mechanic where you have to look at for the things and you need the boots to stand on them. PK fire, yeah. Well, I thought that the Zelios fight would have a mechanic or something that would incorporate the viola.
You've done well, Samus. I'll meet you up top.
I don't want to meet you up top, man. Just want to go be alone. Hold on, I should probably save before I'm forced to do this again with the capture. Oh, wait, is that a missile?
No, but I'm cool. Yes.
Shot at.
Shot expansion.
There we go. Well, I think are we really truly done with this area? Alright.
It seems like it.
Did you start the area last stream? Yeah, I did the entire area last stream, and then the beginning 20 or 30 minutes of the stream was just me trying to work with my capture card, and then I am still having those issues, by the way, so I'm playing and fought the boss via the delay of the screen of the El Gato app. I'm waiting for psychic super missiles and psychic power bombs.
Samus. Looks like you got what you came for.
Yeah, I
A
think so.
message came through the station radio while you were gone. Somebody named Specialist Mackenzie. He sent over the coordinates for base camp, so I'll be on my way soon. Now, I've been on a lot of missions. This has always protected me. May Solon light your path. You go on ahead. There's a healing pod up here, and I'll be as good as new in no time.
Is that it? Okay. So I got boost ball. There was a boost ball spinner in Volt Forge.
I find it funny and interesting that after so many years, and not even Other M, because Other M is more of a
Combat focus.
like not so much combat focus, but it was it is a
Hey,
very
kinetic.
combat-focused heavy.
Kinetic orb launcher.
It is a
Seriously.
combat focused game,
Yeah.
but the cutscenes and the characters didn't feel intrusive, as in this one.
Yeah, I was gonna
And
say
I find
that.
interesting that a team that has done man versus nature, basically, because that's what Prime essentially is that you alone versus nature,
Yeah.
with the difference of, you know, Other M and actually fucking Federation Force. They put such a, I wouldn't say weird, I would say awkward focus on like external characters.
Yeah, I feel like the issue with these cutscenes compared to the Other M cutscenes, they're both kind of intrusive, but at least in the case of Other M, they're not like. Hold on, I'm once again playing in delayed mode. It was working there fine for a few minutes. But like the delivery, Samus aside, but like when people monologues aside, like when people talk to each other, it felt it felt a little bit more organic than the way people say or pronounce things here, or it's more like a directing slash delivery. So and then when you were left in the bottle ship, you were alone by yourself for a lot of the time. So it was only during the cutscenes that the game sort of became intrusive in that regard. Versus here, that it's back to the corruption intrusiveness, but there's not the same type of like care or forward planning with the Aurora unit giving you hints towards the lore and the Phazon or the discovery of the Valhalla and stuff like that. It's just like, you gotta go here, you gotta go there. Other than clearly being scrapped prequel game, Other M was still mostly complete. Felt like it was exactly what it set out to be, even if it wasn't a great vision. But this game feels like there's stuff missing. Yeah, I'm kind of getting that, because like I went through all this other stuff, and there's, like I said last stream, no like organic connection from one map to the other, in either how you get from one place to the other, or how one area naturally connects into the other in the same way that you saw in the other ones.
Yeah, because at least in Other M, dialogue, as cheesy and bad writing as it was, it didn't feel intrusive, awkward, or
Yeah.
didn't make you go shut the fuck up already.
It's also the fact that I feel like in Other M I was playing more of the game. I've noticed that in here, like, alright, this is a loading screen, right? Because we're going back to Soul Valley. And then there'll be another loading screen, and then another loading screen. And then I'll be able to get on the bike.
Damn, that's long.
I mean, it is running out of a Switch 1, but
Yeah, I know, but it's like...
yeah, it's a little bit too much. Cause like, all right, that
I
was the
honestly
main.
would have cut out on the pretty just to like reduce those loading
Yeah,
screens.
right. Cause now here's another loading screen for you, Gabe. Sure, it's way quicker and instant, but it's still a loading screen.
Yeah,
Guess what?
another one.
Here's the other one. And now I'm back in Soul Valley. Like it feels the way these maps are disjointed like that feels a lot more intrusive than the other games. All right, so I guess we're going back to Mackenzie because I got the ice whatever.
Ah, so that's how the. Okay, I don't like that.
Teleporter key. Only 2 keys left, and it looks like you found more Lamorne technology in Ice Mountain. I might be able to help you. Can you bring it back to base camp? By the way, I saw the data you acquired. I can't believe the Grievers used to be Lamorne.
I like how he's telling the thing that I learned about yesterday by scanning the map and watching the cutscene again. Could be in a developer choice that the elevator and the gondola to express how far out from the desert and other locations. No, I don't buy that. I don't buy that.
No, so chat.
Because if that's the case, they would connect the maps one to the other, and then you'd be able to just go from one area to the other without having to come back in Soul Valley and sit through 3 loading screens. There's other ways you can convey distance without having your player not being able to play.
So mostly, so chat. Basically, these games are not. These maps are not loaded the entire time. You're just only loaded to the map that you are currently in. The other maps don't exist, and to load those huge ass maps, all the enemies, scenery, destructibles, and stuff, you need to preload them.
Yeah.
And in on segmented games like this one, what they do is they do loading screens.
I also saw the...
But do not just have like a flat image with a circle going beep, beep, boop, boop.
Yeah, there's no shortcuts.
They have an animation.
And there's no shortcuts, and I cannot turn off the hint system / dialogue. Because at least in Corruption, sure I couldn't turn off the dialogue, but I could turn off the hint system. And here's like, the moment I'm starting to think out loud what I might need to do next, the game is already telling me where I'm supposed to go next. And I don't like the fact that I got a new beam upgrade, and instead of being able to use it immediately there, okay, there's one loading screen, I have to go back to Mackenzie to get the beam and then go out and do whatever else I wanted to do. So here we are, now it's another loading screen. Right, putting the controller down. We know they're loading screens because they're only a few seconds on Switch 2. Well, I mean, I'd hope that if I spend $450 on a new generation system and then 10 or whatever money it costs to get the Switch 2 version, that it would load faster, you know? Loading screen?
It's like the Dunes.
Yeah, it does look like the Dune ships. Yeah, I mean, they look cool. I love how they look, and the differences between some of them are Samus running, others are a gondola and a pod being catapult, but
yeah, Chad, you see how the animation just loops?
yeah. It's just a loading screen.
Mm-hmm.
They
That's
went
not to gouge the sense of distance. That's just to like tell you, yeah, we're still loading your next area. Sorry.
If you wanted distance, you make the actual act of getting from one place to the other feel long, but with stuff to do in between, which is something that I feel the other Prime games, you felt it when the game told you, alright, you're in Chozo Ruins, you gotta walk all the way to Phendrana Drifts through Macmore Caverns just to get one power-up. And here I feel like, alright, it's 10 hours, or whatever hours I have in. But most of it has been looking at, like, I'm interested to see on my next playthrough when I'm recording this for videos on the channel, how much time I spend looking at loading screens compared to being able to play as Samus. This feels like the smallest planet in the series. Yes, and I'm counting like the individual planets from Hunters. This feels smaller than that. Like, 10-year-old me did not need all this hand-holding for the first original Metroid Prime. The game just told me, this room, and then the fun was, how do I get there?
I played
Welcome
Zelda
back,
Ocarina of
Samus.
Time without knowing how to
Show me what you
English.
Yeah.
found in Ice Belt.
Yeah, we learned English from playing the games because we didn't know what the fuck.
Let's take a
We
look.
wanted to
Yeah.
play Pokemon. How else were we supposed to play Pokemon? I'll say that from the Federation people that I've met so far, Mackenzie is honestly my favorite one.
Okay.
I like what they do with his goggles for expression. I like that he's a mechanic. I like that he's more of a down to earth guy.
Oh, this is fascinating.
But like it is a shame that he was supposed to be like the navigator guy.
That means if I reprogram this and set it into your arm cannon, you should be able to use a new shot type.
So why do you need to reprogram it?
I don't know. I remember when in the other games, it's Dark Beam acquired. Here is a door for you to use it. Here is a few puzzles for you to know how to use it. Oh, and you found out by sheer coincidence of having the Dark Beam that you can open portals to Dark Aether with this. And then you got to see where all those elite pirate troopers that jumped into the portal into earlier went, and then you cross to the other side and you find them all just dead. Like they didn't even make it out of the portal type of stuff.
You see, and that's what I call intrusive game design, because the game already showed you that the technology that you have acquired has the ability not only to transform your armor, but your abilities and increase your other upgrades. But this guy is the only way for you to get new shots.
Yeah.
Even though the other game already showed you, yeah, your armor, chosen armor is able to adapt.
I don't know what Mackenzie did. Yeah, I don't know what Mackenzie did to the thing so that I can have it on my armor that he didn't have to do with the other things, except for the one fact that the other power-ups are psychic this, psychic that. Alright, so I got Ice Shot.
Like, that's the part I don't understand. Like, the Choso armor has, for every single game, had the ability to adapt to any upgrade, power,
Yeah,
skill.
just like assimilated.
And this guy needs to do some beat boop stuff on your Choso technology arm cannon.
And my Choso technology and now Larmorn technology arm cannon. I will say that I think the charge shots that like I got for the ice beam, for the fire shot, I was gonna call it the fire beam, but they call it the fire shot. And then they put this one room next to it so you can go and play around with the item, but it doesn't feel like organic because I didn't use it in the area that I just got the item to at least interact with a thing or two.
Yeah. So Chad, something funny that you guys are mentioning, this game is very linear. If we get rid of Mackenzie, the game stops being linear.
Yeah, because I wouldn't
Because a lot
know.
of-
I wouldn't know for regardless of how big or small the map is. I'd be lost in trying to figure out where I have to go next.
Not only that, see how because if we get Mackenzie, we have to go all the way back to use the ice beam. Imagine that we just had the ice beam on the area that we acquired. We can start playing around that area, play around the areas towards the place that we need to go, and we still figure it out where we cannot use the ice beam. You're exploring and how to use your new power-up instead of going back to the area that is specifically designed for you to use it because the guy needs to install it in your arm cannon.
From my understanding, is in Prime 3 linear? Well, all Metroid games are actually linear. I feel like I've said this a bunch of times since I started playing this game streams, and that's like the scary thought that we've had to do this. But in most of the games, the linearity is hidden because either you can take several paths to go to a certain location, Like I mentioned, the Fendrana Drift scenario, where there's 2 elevators that can take you to the Magmore Caverns, each of them filled with a bunch of items that you can either look at or collect, or things in the environment that might hint at you that there is a thing that you can interact with or something that you can do here later. Corruption was certainly the most linear in the sense that it did not offer as much of that sort of how do I get there compared to the others, but at least something that came because of it was more of a story-driven adventure that I really felt captured just the scope of how big and dangerous something like Phasen's out there, cosmic horror, and all the things that they were building up in the previous games. So I was at least able to put it like that because the set pieces and the ebb and flow of what we were doing in the game felt natural to Metroid, even if it was more action-focused. And it was building up to the cosmic threat and the mysteries surrounding Phase and all this other stuff. But you were still being offered the lore and the trinkets and some points of the adventure where the game really just told you, like, well, you gotta do something. Build this Theronian bomb. Good luck with which is the order, or how do you get this, and all this other stuff. So, it certainly felt a little bit more engaging in the map layout, because like there's a few times where like you're in Elysia and the Aurora unit's like, the item ain't here, and then you gotta go and see where the heck that is, and that takes you to an entire different rabbit hole that you didn't even expect the game to have. And it's short and stuff, sure, but there's lore behind it with the lords of science and the primals. And here the lore I've know so far is Lamorne Psychic had Machine Era and they stopped because eating resources on the planet, and then green energy. So I don't think anything I got will really help with making a bridge, because I doubt that this ice beam can freeze the lava, given the fact that Mackenzie nor that room showed me with fire but water, and there's no like water area that I have to do. So I doubt that there's anything in Fury Green for me to do. Because I've been to every single room. They had Machine Era until Butlerian Jihad. We should. I think our world needs a Jihad soon enough. A Butlerian Jihad.
Yes, it does.
All right.
Kids these days aren't built the same. I don't know. I seen kids playing with like Core 8 Magic the Gathering decks better than most adults that I've seen. So I don't know about that one.
And also areas in 3 branch out and wrap around. Yeah. Not only that, but like in Corruption, you had like also, you know, you go to the pirate homeworld and you got to see where they mine their own face on from that facility and where they process it. And they built a shaft that leads to the sea that you need to do, that's behind a fortress because they're protecting it. You need to take down a force field to lead the invasion into Norian. And all of these other set pieces with the planets that just feel, you know.
I'm
Hey,
gonna quote
Orpheon,
you
name
out.
a room in this game with 4 doors. Bonus points if one of them is in a save room. Base camp?
Base camp has 4 doors, yeah. I mean, most of that area has a lot of 4 doors actually.
No, this one actually has 5 doors, but 4. This is the closest it feels to like a Metroid Prime map. Like when you land in Talon 4, there's already 5 doors, and one of them, the one that you say looking forward, just debates you into going into the Great Temple. Well, I do remember that there was like a boost ball spinner around here, so I'll try and go and see. I'll explore in the brief moments that I can do it before. I guess
Didn't you get the didn't you get the thing that launches you Morphle?
Yeah, the boost ball.
The electric tower has some of those.
Yeah, is that when you say electric tower, you mean Volt Forge, right? The area.
Yeah, where you got the bike, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's where I was thinking about. Like I was up for everything that they were cooking with this game. I don't blame myself for believing and having my faith and all this other stuff, but like I'm waiting for the game to kind of start. Compared to the original Metroid Prime, where by this point I would have had 100%. I would have beaten the game already.
There's a lot of like unnecessary talking. I'm gonna quote you on something that you said in one of your videos,
Yeah.
especially on Prime 2. Show, don't tell.
Yeah, show, don't tell. The Viola should have just been the speed booster. I don't think it would have fixed anything, chat.
Honestly, yeah, no.
Honestly, it wouldn't. It would have been the same thing. It's just that imagine Sam, instead of Samus running, she'd be biking. I mean, she'd be running. You know. I just don't think. I feel that the bike is what made the most sense to control Samus and speed in a sort of a speed booster sense. But I was expecting it to, you know, be integrated into the maps so that you would have to use them for like. No, another loading screen. All right. I don't want to mention too much because I don't want to cause any bias or influence on your view experience. I appreciate it. Part of the reason I'm doing this blind playthrough is because, well, this is probably the game I was most excited ever. I cannot, you know, they show a character that was so niche and so specific, and that only I and like the 7 people who played Hunters would know and be excited for. So I really appreciate you guys not telling me anything, because like when I get the chance to make a video about it, I do want to be able to give everybody my honest thoughts, you know, as I've always done. Alright, so I just hope that I'm doing this with the capture card as well in the way, by the way. That's still not, that's still a thing. And the reason I'm like, mostly like, what happened is because the music is insane. Like it's crazy good. I've honestly been listening to this track forever since I first got in here because it's so cool. You know, for Samus having a bike, I would have expected like a racing track minigames between areas. Well, there is like a racing track minigame when you get the bike for the tutorial that feels more like a Mario Kart segment than this.
With your new abilities, are there any devices in there you can activate here? You may need to explore the other towers.
No shit, Mackenzie. That was what I was gonna be here. Like, I'm obsessed with the concept of these maps. I can feel the soul, I can hear it. But I don't see the heart. I can't hear the heartbeat. This is another item. Oh. Huh? You suit? But that was it?
Did you get the gravity suit? Is that what's happening?
I don't know, honestly.
Oh, purple, yeah, that's gravity.
Oh, okay, more purple. But that was it? I didn't have to, like, go down into the facility and maybe find a different thing? Viola IC suit.
I see.
IC?
I see.
Suit upgrade
I don't
with
like this.
increased resistance to heat from molten rock. Enables Viola to transform into Viola Icy mode automatically. Oh, okay.
Okay. I guess.
Yeah, I don't know why I cannot just turn off the hint system. I feel like if I was able to just turn off the hint system, and with that came the Federation troopers not talking to me, then I feel like it would have been perfect. I don't mind seeing them in the cutscene, you know? Even if I don't like how the cutscenes are structured. That was it? Alright. I guess back to the loading screens and then flare pool loading screens? Wait a minute.
So I guess you have to do like a jump
Psychic
off the
shot.
bike.
No, we got the ability where Samus can control the bullets with her mind. Wee. Ah, you mother bitch. Cause like my mind was like, all right, I got this boost ball. Where can I use? Where have I seen boost ball spinners? And that was the one spinner that I remembered from the top of my head. That wasn't like on the top of like, because I didn't remember seeing anything in Fury Green that required a boost ball. And then Flare Pool is still inaccessible. And in the Metroid tradition, I guess I'm
I
too
think you're
far
hitting the
away.
missile.
I think I'm getting too far away, and the bullet just dies. There we go.
Okay.
I saw the boost. I saw it on my way inside the Tower 3 because like when I play these games, I'm more looking at the rooms and like scanning for items and stuff.
I saw it on the very first tower that you get to when you first come into this area because I've been playing this entire game on scan mode. I only switch off of like the scan visor when I'm fighting.
Maybe, but then again, they could have just be the devs choosing choice of wanting to flesh out, I assume, the devs in the game universe type of way. But they did that in the other 2 Prime games, and they didn't need all this other stuff. You had the scan logs from Prime 2, where there's a guy going, Samus isn't stuck at a cubicle. And then Mackenzie makes that joke in this game, by the way, chat, in case you didn't know about that joke. Oh. Like, did I get them? Oh no, there's a missing. Come on, capture card. So yeah, in case you didn't know, the Mackenzie joke is probably a reference. Also, I see a James McLeod from M0 GP Legend profile picture. I give you a thumbs up. Little Wyvern for life. Rip O'Donnell. They nailed the soundtrack? Yeah, the soundtrack is... Kenji Yamamoto is always on fire. He hasn't lost his touch, but... The Oh yeah, I gotta go to Flare Pool. I was just trying to see if there's anything on these upper levels, because I don't have anything else. How do you rank the main area so far? If I were to give them a grading system, thematically, in terms of how they look or what's supposed to be the story, Volt Forge gets an easy 4.5 out of 5 in my book. Because I really like the concept of a giant facility that is in like a perpetual thunderstorm that you cannot see like the bottom of where it is. The song goes hard. I like the idea of you going in and waking it up and stuff like that, and then you leaving, and how the Lamorne were like, oh, this was cool, but then it was eating our planet, so we stopped. Fury Green, thematically, probably a 2, maybe a 1 out of 5. It looks pretty, but it's no. I don't see much of meat and potatoes aside from there's the. Oh, it's these fuckers, and my game is. My capture card does not like these fuckers today. Ow, ow. I really don't know how I'm gonna. I feel like this guy might be tougher than the boss to fight with my capture card not even turning on.
Yep.
Hold on, I gotta lock in. Fight this guy with delay. Trying to. Swing and a miss. Shohei Ohtani, 2 for 2. Is that it? Alright, he did. Alright. So, Ice Belts. Given what I played, I'll give it a 3 out of 5. Because I like the story of like what I like the setting and I like the visuals, but the wolf part kind of killed it for me a little bit. And then the lack of like the boss having to do anything with the area, and that it feels like Metroid Prime in a way. The Space Pirates had a facility where they were testing Phazon in Phendrana Drifts and Metroids and other experiments, so like it reminded me of stuff like that. And then that's all I played. Soul Valley, probably a 1. I really thought before the game came out, and because Tanabe said about like time periods and stuff like that, that this would have been changed. Like I saw a cutscene about the green energy. Like affecting the creatures and stuff like that. That I thought that would also have changed the environment a little bit. You can instant kill that boss with with an ability in a refight. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. So how much of this do I have to collect for the fruit that Chatoya was saying? Like I thought it'd be like a near automata. There's the city ruins, which is like the Hyrule field of that game. And that map changes progressively as the events of the story come to a head, and you discover more things. And there's even, in a true sense of Metroid, this whole like hidden section filled with a super boss that leads into another super boss. And joke weapons and stuff like that. That the game won't otherwise tell you one way or the other. You only get one hint from Emil saying that he lives underground. And now I'm being attacked by these things when I'm trying to explore. And they are super lucky. So I'm no. I was on board with Samus having a bike, and, because I thought that it would have incorporated into the open world, and that the Soul Valley was just going to be as a hub area that you saw progressively get different as you jump from the time portals or whatever other thing with what Tanabe had said in the interviews back in 2017. Like, there's not even like a weather system. At least in Ocarina of Time, it's like rain. I know that it's a desert, but I read through all seven books, all 6 books, I'm sorry. My question is, where's Silex? Well, last I remember, he had these Metroids that apparently can fuse themselves onto creatures now. How did he get more Metroids? How did he get the Metroids to do this DNA fusion? How did he know about whatever the artifact is doing, and why was it important back in the base? I saw Silex, and it wasn't Silex.
Yeah, pretty sure Mackenzie will tell you how, like...
Imagine Silex turns out to be Mackenzie or one of these guys. Like some other time travel bullshit, or a dark era evil Samosa again.
My fear that's not Psylocke and that's just a robot. That's what I don't want it to happen.
Wow, that would probably, I think, be the worst. I don't know.
Like, that would be worse than, oh, it's your long lost brother.
Yes. Alright, let's go into Flare Pool then. The worst part is that I don't even mind the idea of like the Soul Valley and stuff. Because I feel like I would have Kid Me would have appreciated, you know, the cool factor of Samus having a bike, and it can be fun to just get some air and stuff around the map as a way to like reflect on my thoughts of what I was seeing in the story, or try and come up with where do I go next, and I'm just having like this open world to just like woohoo my way around while I think about stuff. Now that Samus has a bike, is she a Kamen Rider? No, she needs to do a rider kick.
Yep.
I don't know if that would make me tweak out of fanboy hype or just go ugh at this point. She did the Akira slide. Scanning out of range for real?
Yeah, the range?
Oh lord, lord, hold up a minute. When the Lamorne sought to ease suffering and bring prosperity to flora and fauna, it was a harsh planet. In the volcano we discovered green energy, which we were able to refine and use to shower the land, and trigger an explosion of flora and fauna growth. But there was a tragedy we did not foresee. We were hunted to the brink of extinction. With nowhere else to hide, the last 13 surviving Lamorne took refuge in Chrono Tower. We sought our last remaining hope and deciphered the prophecy again. And we learned that you are the Lamorne's last hope, and you are the only one who can put them to rest. We Alright. Cool. But why the green energy? It gives to Psychic Boogaloo. Nah. The Federation troopers in Echoes were funny. The guy who doesn't believe in Samus, or Santa Claus, or the Easter Bunny, and then the guy who was like, Samus wouldn't be stuck here; she'd be out there kicking ass. Man, is it just called green energy? Somebody in chat told me that there was a potential item around here that would be better. No, Mackenzie, I know I need to go to the lava area. Just grab the power. Where is it? Am I near it? Green energy from start to end? Oh my gosh. Please say it ain't so. So, okay, from now on I'm not gonna call it Phazon, I'm just gonna call it Blue Goop. I know Pawn will approve. Oh. The fuck is this? Viola boost tank?
Ah. So you can boost?
Huh. Increase by 1. Okay. Nito? Is that the power-up, chat member?
Okay, a friend of mine sent me a meme and I think you're gonna find it funny.
Oh.
The first person, my son came out fine. The second person, your son plays mono blue.
Plays mono blue. Gosh.
That's funny. Oh, I'm getting a call. I'll be back in a second.
Alright. All of my beams feel like equally weak. I don't know, chat. Somebody in chat had told me that there wasn't a convenient, like, optional power-up that I could collect around here.
Good thing I muted because that one races really fast.
Oh my goodness, dude.
Scam callers.
Please don't say anything. Yeah, but
No, I didn't say anything. Just scam callers.
Holy
That's all I'm gonna say.
oh goodness, dude. Yikes. I don't know.
I'm not gonna say exactly what I said because
It's
you're
the fact that you just came back and said it the way you said it. Oh my
Hey, stem colors don't
goodness.
deserve ADPs.
Is that a new enemy? Oh my gosh, it's a new enemy.
It's a fish.
Varmis.
Oh, I get it because it's like a vermin.
Because it seems I'm out of the loop. Who's the white and red haired character next to Elma? Hey, first of all, how blessed if there's somebody in the chat who knows who Elma is. You also get my thumbs up. My official Orpheon Samus thumbs up seal of approval. Second, to answer your question, that's just Epion. She's like the original, an OC for the streams of the channel. If you keep your eye open, she's hidden in the videos. It's like my little signature Easter egg, which used to be Elma, but now I'm just using her, who's an OC. It's supposed to be like the counterpart to my own Chibi avatar of sorts. I got more drawings and stuff of her views. If you sub or follow on the main channel, on the purple chat, you'll be able to see her as well. But I also have reference sheets and stuff like that in case anybody else wanted to do art or whatever. I had that because of trying to get her animated and stuff for the chats. You don't know how to use boost on Viola? Yeah, you just press B, but I just don't feel like using it. I like always taking the scenic route. Oh, it's back at this room. Again, the soundscape is really cool in here. Oh, I'm assuming now this is the same charge, but for the ice. Yeah. Okay, cool. Thanks for the heads up, Al. Appreciate it. I'm going into a fire area, so I'm assuming I might need this. How much do you think Lex Luthor paid Nintendo to outsource his Kryptonite collection racket? No. Nintendo paid Lex Luthor to do it for him. By the way, Chad, I don't know if you saw, but apparently Big Knee is allowing for their characters to be used in AI videos and stuff now. I don't like where this is going. Alright, let me go trigger the other loading screen. Oh, go trigger the loading screen before the infinite mosquitoes spawn all the way over there. Okay, so Silex has got to be in here, because last time I was here, he was the one who took down the bridge, because who else in this game has a blue hand? I do like the giant like geek over there. Once again, back into playing on the delay feed. When I was in the Viola in the Soul Valley, it was fine. But every time I went into walking mode, like right now, I can see the game fine. And the moment I press the start to disengage, it just died. Back. What other intelligent life have we found on viewers aside from the Fets and him, to be honest? Well, according to the scan logs, the creatures that the bosses that we've been fighting were sentient and also psychic and could communicate with the Lamorne. And they arrived on this planet through different means, well, at least one of them, Arvex. And, I guess Grievers? And that's it. I don't know if the robots are or not. Alright, let's see this IC mode. Oh, whoa. Okay, so hovercraft? Not what I was expecting, but I'll take it, I guess. Can't even boost. I said intelligent, not formally intelligent. It is still intelligent. It just got overridden so that it decided to go with violence instead of thought. Where are the Metroids? I don't know, dude. With Silex somehow? Somewhere?
Up your bed.
Hooray. I think I can hear your TV's game.
Yeah, or you
Yeah, I can hear your TV's game. Well, I was excited for this area because they showed it off in like a few screenshots and stuff before the game came out. And it looked super cool, and Silex is here, so I can't wait. Maybe we'll get to see the Metroids here.
Data received.
There's another guy? There's another Federation trooper. No, I'm not gonna.
You're not gonna talk to him?
No, I'm not. No.
But what if he tells you where to go next?
You know, I didn't appreciate how much the previous games dedicated to explaining things until this game. Like, why are we finding the keys? How did they get there? Yeah, I know, right? Because at least with Echoes, like, it was like the Ing used these keys so that the Luminov could not steal the light. But why did the Lamorne have these keys? Where are the Metroids? Why they can fuse themselves into these things? What is green energy? Oh. Prime series made Metroid weaker and weaker. I severely beg to disagree. I severely beg to disagree. But I'm willing to agree to disagree. But I think that Prime did not make Metroid weaker. Like, I feel... Where's the lore? Oh, shit. It's one of those assholes and my stream doesn't want to cooperate. Okay, I killed it. I mean, gameplay-wise, not lore-wise. I, once again, severely beg to disagree. Severely. It's just a different perspective. Well, that was pretty straightforward. Oh, spider ball.
Oh, you can jump. Wow. No. You get.
Come on, stream. Well, there's a missile for the spider ball. I don't think that Metroid Prime made Metroid any weaker in all that other stuff. Well, that was kind of clever. I'm not gonna lie. The half pipe. My capture card really does not like this area. I just hope there's a... Not sure where they changed the item hum sound. I don't really mind that too much. To start a different conversation about stuff you like, what do you think would happen if a phazon meteor landed on Mira? Well, shit. if a phazon Leviathan landed on Mira, I think the entire of Mira is lost. That's basically it. But I wouldn't be surprised that Blade and you know, Elma and all those other you know, all the people in NLA, the Orpheans, the Manon, the Prone. I almost called them Brute from Halo as well. And like you know, Elma specifically, or the Ares and stuff like that, would not would be able to maybe change the outcome from certain doom. This guy has more health than the boss itself. What the fuck?
Yep.
Who is this guy? It's just a bigger robot. The one I've been fighting before.
It's a maintenance bot.
Why is it so chunky? It's like I feel like I'm fighting a mini boss. Oh, there we go. But yeah, I feel like they would probably be able to do it, but there would definitely be several casualties.
I'm good at it.
Come on, capture card.
I hear good things. I see it. After.
I haven't been wanting to get spoiled, but wanted to stop by and say, "What's up, Orf? Hey there, Squeak." It's all good. How about you? How are you doing? If you're still here, of course. Safe station, alright. At least if I die, I wouldn't have to go all the way back. Oh shit, never mind. There's even turrets on safe room. Oh, I'm not even in the safe room. What am I talking about? Just green energy tanks here. Prevent solidification. Prevent solidification and manages composition of larva. Extracted green energy. It is made out of temporary glass. Lava extracted. Lava extracted, not larva.
I'm only.
Alright, so not much. We're back to playing on the what do you mean? We're playing with this game feed just cuts up on my end. Where are the other enemies? There's no way that's just it, right? Hold up a minute, I gotta stop. My capture card does not like this, bro.
All of my Vietnamese friends named.
I feel like you can still hear your TV, Gabe.
Still not sure if I'm. Not in the Korean or YouTube. Y'all know that.
Gabe,
It's not.
What?
I can hear your TV.
Oh, yeah. Weird. I keep fixing that shit every single time, and it still happens.
Okay, maybe I need a new power-up for that?
But I'm. Sorry. What about me? How to get me Korean? To this day, I'm still not sure if I'm saying it right.
I can still hear your TV.
I have increased the sensitivity, so it should work now.
These guys look like the parasites from the ocean. Can't open that door yet. I guess my capture card just doesn't like first person mode. Because right now it's working fine. So whenever I swap into Samus mode. Oh, there he is. Or she.
Identify yourself.
You're Samus.
No. I'm Bitronimus.
Dozens of higher priority
Bitronimus.
Bitronimus.
That command
Bitronimus.
posted best hunter to rescue duty. We are stranded.
On a different planet. I don't know if we can handle. You gotta
I've
keep
been
on
trying to
standing.
figure out a way out of this room. My problem is that
So what ability does Bitronimus has?
enough heat to turn me into
Bitronimus? Hold on, I'm trying to listen to the cutscene.
I got a hunch these consoles are connected to it, but the encryption on them is beyond anything I've seen. Something tells me that's not an issue for you. Maybe we can turn the boiler off.
I'd appreciate the assist.
Don't
I'm
mention it.
Sergeant Ezra Duke, by the way.
Ezra Duke.
Pleasure to meet you, Samus.
Now, sweet summer child. Ah, please just go back to Mackenzie. You'll be safe there. He will give you power-ups.
So Bitronimus' abilities. Well, he's a bug steel type, right?
Yeah.
So he's got bug bite. He's got.
Oh, that's the attack. I mean, like the ability.
Oh, like his Pokemon ability?
Something happened.
I assume that was a yes.
Yes.
Well, I think his Pokemon ability would be infinite bits. And his ability is random. He's got like Metronome. But instead of it being a Pokemon attack, it goes through Pokemon abilities. And it all depends on the bit. Oh, shit. Incinerator drone? Is that you?
I feel I've seen this before. Have I seen this before? I have seen this before.
The incinerator drone, Prime 1. Smells like laser in here. After finding out this actress of Samus is the same as Blonde Blazer in Dispatch, I kind of agree that Samus should have a couple lines beyond short grunts. For me, it's more that the voice actress is Air from Armored Core 6 and or Neil Nail from Xenoblade Chronicles X. That's where my brain rots combine.
You don't have a brain rot. You have a rot.
I have a rot. A Sephi rot.
Chad killed his man.
Now it's nuts. Is that
Oh, there's another one.
Armstrong? Do you
Houston Armstrong? No way.
Finally. I was starting to think I'd never break through the internet.
Thumbs up if you know that reference of Houston Armstrong.
Hopefully the signal will hold. Are you all right? Where are you?
I'm stuck. Not sure where, but there's a hologram in here with me. Looks like a cannon? I'm in a compartment on its south side.
1990s Metroid comics from Nintendo Power.
Over and out.
So obscure stuff. Got it.
No. It's not even obscure. It's ultra obscure.
We need to find Armstrong.
Apparently he was a color palette or Metroid Prime 2 player.
Well, there's one of the Metroid Prime 2 color palettes resembles the color palette of blue and red.
Oh, come on. They got turrets in here, too.
Yeah, man.
We good, Director?
Was it the Nintendo Power comic? Yes, it was. It was.
Takes more than that to bring me down.
Well, okay, Duke. As long as you stay more quiet and you don't tell me where to go, I'll help you find your friend. Let me just explore. We'll find Senator Armstrong in this facility, and she'll tell me it's all about green energy, son.
Take one side, I'll take the other.
Oh, okay. So I needed him to open these doors, not a power-up.
There we go. We've got hostiles.
How? Okay, I can understand that Samus' hand works because she's got like the Viola suit, but how come his? I guess it doesn't matter. This looks kind of pretty.
Can't see. My eyes just fogged up.
Oh,
Let's get it.
another door.
On three. Three. Why are all these bots offline? Were they doing something continuously?
Lore. Oh gosh, lore, finally. And it's one of those that's not much. Oh, I missed one. I guess it's don't ask questions, just move on to a different target.
I think this is the way.
Scan the elevator. I don't even know if I'm going the right way or not. Just trying to keep my eye open for other routes. Let me guess, the map. And they're gonna talk about where to go. Oh, maybe not. Oh, it's a psychic shot puzzle. Never mind. Let me guess, that will activate the robots. Okay. It's the Judicator from Hunters? It's not. The Judicator bounces and ricochets off walls and stuff. Then it goes pew. Wait, well, then again, I haven't used the charge shot. Maybe you're referring to that. No. Well, I guess. It bounced, but it bounced more like the Magmor. Dude, they're shooting at you. Do something about it. Alright. More deactivated boot bops. And fuck you, cannon. I'm the map. Sweet. Okay, they didn't talk about where we have to go this time. I just got the map. Never mind. That was of no fault of my own.
Excellent. Hated flying blind.
I love flying blind. I love Metroid games. What are you talking about? That's why I do randomizer seats. I guess, Chad, do you think this game can be randomized? Well, my guess is probably not. Not that that's a bad thing, whether or not a Metroid game can be randomized, mind you.
What do we have here?
What do we have here?
They're pouring green liquid into this container. Is this where all that muck was headed? Looks like we're going up.
Prime games can be randomized. If you know where to look.
We've been playing randomized Prime 1 and 2 a lot.
Yeah, and Fusion now, and Super. What? I don't know where I'm going because my screen is dying again.
More of those bots and some kind of artillery shell.
Energy diffusion cannon shell. Large ballistic cannon shell is process of being loaded with green energy. Okay.
What are they doing loading this thing with green energy?
I don't know, dude. I was hoping you told me since you guys talk. Green energy is being injected into the larger cannon shells without issues. Preparations for the green energy shower tomorrow. So far, however, results have not been what we expected due to issue with green energy purity and quantity. This time we must succeed. Sill Valley must be returned to a land of abundance. Tomorrow will be a new day for the Lamorne.
Hold the lift.
Room randomization. I don't think we're there yet, but I've seen some big like quality of life improvements for like fast travel and warping and all this other stuff that maybe at some point it probably could be done. I just assumed it's a little bit more trickier or difficult because you know the maps are 3D assets and stuff with, oh, she's recollecting. how everybody died.
Samus.
Because Samus is
What's
gonna
wrong?
die. Oh. And they're active now because?
They're waking up.
No shit.
Let's take them down.
So yeah, I feel like the whole reason there is a randomized room randomizer yet in the Prime trilogies is just because, well, like, you know, the games are 3D, so there's a little bit more that you have to account for the randomization with it being the 3D hitboxes and stuff like that. I'm also playing in the dark again. But hey, I defeated a boss while not looking at while looking at a 5-second delay or 2-second delay feed or whatever. So what's a couple of these beep boops? Ow!
Keep going up.
Who hurt me? Oh, did it explode? Sorry if I didn't make myself clear. Oh, don't worry about that, dude. You're good. It's all good. They're super fun for what they're worth. I feel like they really made me appreciate just the type of things that you can do with a randomizer and what's in the game as is, you know. Do you remember last time you had one of those flashbacks? No. Maybe, I guess, before going into Ice Build or something along those lines. I do remember having, like, another flashback. Or flash forwards. But I don't know when or where or what's different between one and the other. Alright, there's no way this is just a room where I fight enemies, right? Well, I guess there was a few rooms like that in the OG Metroid Prime even, but that was like Phase-On Mines introducing the trooper enemies, not more space pirates. It's completely black, my screen. I guess that the more things are going on in it, the less I'll be able to read. It's completely black.
Look alive. Yeah. One down. Up and up.
It was right before the first robots attacked at the entrance of Bolt Forge. Was there one like in Ice Belt? I feel like I saw one in the
Watch those
last.
suits.
More? Oh gosh. Oh! This sucks.
So Albert,
Yeah?
I got a magic question for you.
Okay.
What do you think of the radiation?
Of the what?
Radiation.
Radiation.
Basically, radiation seems to be a mechanic that can apply to self or to... And basically, it resolves during your main phase. And what it does is that depending on how many counters of radiation you have to mill cards from your deck. And for each non-land card, you can reduce how many radiation points you have left, and you lose that much health.
Sorry, I'm honestly not listening because I'm trying to
Fight this enemy.
fight these enemies with a black screen and Duke is dying and I wish he just...
He
I
will
can't
die.
pull the elevator to go back up, I guess, because there's these enemies flying. I know that part of the problem right now is just my not a fault of the game on its own that my capture card is not working. But
I don't know. That's just your capture card being all of. That's a whole thing to worry about.
Gosh. Yeah, Magic. Yeah, we were talking about Magic the Gathering. Fucking hell, man. This is really starting to run my gears. So disoriented and lost. Oh, I gotta press it, right? My capture has officially decided to stop working on this. And from all the things. And I tried. Yeah, that is Magic the Gathering talk chat. I tried my best at like maybe I can avoid the enemies like in the other Prime games. Ugh, puta. Qué mierda. Can't wait to leave Duke behind, and I gotta just explore.
What do we have here? They're pouring.
Capture card is just not liking this room. Yeah, I forgot that I have to press the hand to call the elevator, but like, you know, you scan it to activate it. And my mind is just used to more, I guess, the classic Metroid Prime games where it's like you scan the things to, or like in the original Metroid Prime, I didn't even have to call the elevator. The elevator just lowered itself so I can hop on it, like when you're in the Fendrana Drifts facility. So I'd expected it to behave the same way here. Yeah, okay. Do I have to fight these robots, or can I just ignore them and keep on going?
Try.
Come on, Duke.
Now, the capture card didn't get damage shot, it's just that it's a really old card.
Yeah.
Technology wears out after first 5 initial years, and then it starts to deteriorate.
No puede ser que se quedó ahí peleando. Oh my gosh.
So he will fight.
Alright, chat, hold up a minute. I'm taking the Switch out of my dock so I can clear this room and just keep on going forwards. Because I can't. I just can't. I can't fight these things when my screen keeps going black half the time, and if I fall down, I might as well be like, GG's, dude, GG's. And because Duke won't just ignore the enemies and go to the elevator, so that I can continue progressing in the area. Because you remember back in Phase on Mines where I can just ignore the pirates and navigate for most of the rooms. And here I have to fight 3 waves of these things in 3 different floors. I haven't done a single bit of exploration in Lava Pool. Lava Flare Pool or whatever the name. So, bear with me. I'm trying my best to... Here, I'll try and put the microphone as close as I can to the Switch speaker so you can see it. Keep in mind, I'm not using this as a... This is not the game's fault. This is literally my capture card's fault. But this room certainly does not help, and I don't know where Duke is at. He's all the way down there? Wow. This room has been painful. Duke is dead. Where's this guy? Psychic heal! More enemies! Round 5. 3. Okay.
Round 2.
And I don't
Fight.
feel like I'm doing any significant different than I was doing before, you know? Like, I have 2 beam updates, and these robots are still... I don't know if the fire shot or the ice shot is doing any different than the psychic beam. But it's so annoying how they keep flying for Duke, but Duke is like right next to me. Alright. My voice sounds a bit staticky. That might just be
you're far from the mic.
Yeah, because I'm far away from the mic and I'm putting it right next to the Switch so that at least you guys could hear a little bit, I guess. I'm at the top of the room now. There's 5 of these robots. I am attempting to defeat one with a charged shot beam, but it ate 3 of those, 4 and 2 regular psychic beam shots, and a missile to die. I'm gonna try and freeze him. I froze the robot. Missile. Oh, there's no Metroid Prime trick. No missile into shatter with... No ice to shatter with missiles. I just never expected that there'd be an endurance round escort sequence in my Metroid game. Well, I guess Corruption had that one in the Pirate Homeworld, but they had this whole, like, spectacle dedicated to it and build up after all of the exploration you did in the area, so... Alright, there we go. Room dealt with. Sweet. Okay. There's even better ice to ice to ice to ice to ice to ice where they get shattered by Duke. Is that really a strat? No way, right? Alright, hold on. El Gato. Full screen for us, please. It's the stream where everything refuses to work beyond. Tracks the status of green energy injection into the cannon showed its estimated reach capacity within the hour.
I don't feel good about it.
No shit. Oh, that's another lock that I don't have. Sorry, Chad, there's nothing that I dislike more than when a game treats me like a little babby.
Something funny's going on.
Duke, you're good and I'm lawful.
Also, I dislike that the NPCs are reacting to the things moving on their own when Samus is clearly moving her entire arm around directly to the position.
Yeah, I dislike the fact is that they're just saying things out loud and not letting me read the thing and making to my own conclusion of what's going on. The container is being built at the instruction of Priest Shastoya. Once complete, all work is to stop and all workers are to retreat to Chrono Tower. Never imagined things would get this bad. It's kind of like in the other one. Think that all we worked we did, how we gave everything we had for the future of the Lamorne, only served to manifest our ruin. Choose to believe the word Shatoya to believe that someday a savior will come. Where am I gonna get to explore this area?
Where?
Time to work.
Oh, more robots. More shoot, more shoot. I'm falling, and I can't get up. Oh. Oh, not a bigger one of these. You don't get to play. No. Yeah. Oh, I can take out their shields now. Metroid Prime 3! Hooray! Yay! I used the grapple beam again. Alright, let's... What is shooting? I guess it was the robot. Yeah, it's the robot. I see.
Piece of cake. Red velvet cake.
So Red Velvet confirmed a thing in the Metroid universe. Maintenance tag must be directly... Oh. I thought there would at least be a cheeky item.
I'm on it.
Come on, Duke.
What's that turret?
What is this, a mega turret? What are the Metroid Prime? Heavy turret, okay. No puede ser. No puede ser. Okay. Ah, fuck. This is not what I expected I was going to be doing in this area. I haven't even used the bike. I got a new upgrade on the bike to like hover over lava, and I only use it once to get in here.
We clear?
Okay, all doors are locked. I wonder if I have to scan this thing. No way. No way, that's another one of
Strong's
these.
on the south side of the cannon. She must be in that room. There. Where are you headed? It's below the cannon. access gate and go in. To open the access gate, looks like we'll have to switch the facility into maintenance mode. Can you switch it to maintenance mode from here?
No puedo creer lo que estoy viendo.
It isn't working. Looks like we'll have to do it manually. Let's disable the clamp by going there directly. If we can disable both clamps, the
What do you mean
facility
we?
should go into maintenance mode. And the access gate will open. The device we need is right next to Armstrong. 2 birds, 1 stone. How do we get there?
I take offense to that. I'm part chosen.
Nice work. That's where we need to go. Armstrong, we found a way to your location. Headed there now.
Copy that, Sarge. I'll be ready.
Bruh.
Bro,
Duke is so far my least favorite because he hasn't left my side. Like, all the suspense of what would I have to do in order to get there, or the whole figuring out how do I get there. Non-existent, I guess. Alright, so this is where Duke stays, right? I'll bring back your friend. You best wait here. It's like those things from Prime 3.
Ready when you are.
What do you mean? Oh. Loading screen? What is going on? When am I playing the game? Where am I exploring this giant ass lava facility? Another
Never.
cutscene?
That doesn't sound good. Samus, what's going on?
I don't like the companion levels because I'm not exploring. It's just like a movie. I'm not doing anything with them. They're not adding anything to the table. They're just here. I haven't been doing anything differently with or without them.
What kind of chemical is that?
Your guess is as good as mine,
Dispersing
dude.
it into
It's
the
green
atmosphere.
energy. It's Metroid DNA
We
goop.
better find Armstrong.
You're just going to repeat the word Armstrong 20 times in a row?
Armstrong. I'm gonna do a drinking game where every time I see a loading screen. Like I just.
Got it.
You could be slightly faster. So how am I supposed to backtrack in this place without him?
Sarge!
Armstrong, you all right?
I'm good. You?
Yes.
While I was waiting, I was studying this hologram. I just... Wow. Samus? It's really you. I don't even know what to say. Is this a new suit? It's amazing. I love it. I love it so
Private.
much. Yes, sir. Right. Sorry, sir. Private First Class Nora Armstrong. It's an honor to meet you, Samus.
Thank you. Samus would like to move the clamp here. Seen anything that'll do the trick?
Maybe, yes. I can't decipher the text, but I think this device here is an electromagnetic conduit, and it's connected to the clamp. So we just need to get it spinning and build up a charge.
Nice work, Armstrong.
Thank you, sir. This is where you come in, Samus. But, you know, I am here if you need anything.
Yes, Samus can handle it.
Yeah, Samus can handle.
I need you with me. Patroller.
Yes, sir.
We'll canvass the area. Who knows what'll happen when the clamp disengages.
Oh, does she know about the other suits? Well, I'm assuming that it was because Samus is not wearing her traditional Varia suit, you know? She's in a Viola suit.
How are you? Really?
So for me, it was more like, oh, she's not in her Power or Varia suit, which is probably what the Federation see her most at. Like, these guys were at the beginning of the game, and she was, like, in the Varia suit, so...
Better now, of course, but I'm okay. Really.
My friend, I'm going to get myself dinner.
Alright, go ahead, dude.
I'm gonna
Thanks.
let you try enjoy this game more and talk to your chat. So
Alright.
bye, chat.
See ya. Thank you for joining. I kind of miss the fact that they don't have the arm cannon type weapons. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind the rifles. Like, especially for, like, Takiba was his name? Or Tabika?
She's doing morph ball.
Yeah, I see it.
I'll be right back. No puedes.
I wish my suit could do that.
I like the moment where Nora fangirls.
Lasso.
I think I would have liked it more if it's the only thing that she said. The problem is it's not the only thing that she says. If it were like, alright, hey, it's Samus, you know, Federation, whoa, whoa, it's Samus type of stuff. But, like, I already felt like Mackenzie had that little bit of, like, a fan geek-out tweak with Samus, that having another character do the same thing, like, just makes Armstrong less memorable as a character, because she shares, the one thing that she shared so far is that she's a fangirl. So, like, maybe if she said either the suit or the morph ball, I would have chosen the morph ball. But, I don't know. Like, I don't mind having
Her mission, Sarge.
the Federation people being like, well, you're Samus, it's an honor to meet you. But
Excellent. That's what I was hoping you'd say.
no. There's no map, let me,
Help her with
right?
the next one.
There's no map, right?
This is our ride? No way.
It reminds me of the gag from Samus and Joey, where Samus is spinning around in the morph ball after acquiring it again. And Joey just finds it annoying because she's, like, making fun of the morph ball until he admits that it's kind of cool or
So,
something.
Samus,
No puede ser.
what brought you to this facility anyway? Some super secret mission? Whoa. What are these? Some kind of keys? Is this how we get home? Oh, we'd love to help you find them.
Because, like, in Corruption, I just liked it because it was just, you're Samus Aran, aren't you? It's an honor to meet you. They're voiced by Troy Baker. They got this delivery, and that's basically it.
If it's the only way off this
Don't...
rock,
Alright, do I get to explore the facility?
all right, I'm in. Keep your head on a swivel, kid. Who knows what
Swivel
else is
here?
out there.
Copy that, Sarge.
Like, don't get me wrong, I'd totally be Armstrong or Mackenzie if Samus just showed up in my room, but, like...
Ready?
I don't know how I like this type of, like, fan service.
Sarge, come on. I want to help.
No ways just go through the monorail to the 3 points. I would have, like I say, like I would have found Armstrong endearing if it was either one or the other, or Mackenzie hadn't already done the whole.
We're missing something.
This is Samish. She's famous. Comment from earlier, and then she says, gushes about the suit, gushes about something else, gushes about me, and then gushes about the morph.
My turn, Sarge.
On three.
3.
There is a thing such as overkill. Less is more. Half the 1, not the 20. This is not adding anything to the story. It's just another. It's a Samus fan as of now. And don't get me wrong. I like her more than the other guys, but I don't like her more than Gandrada. Certainly don't like her, you know, more than the other guys. Like, I feel like the problem is not the fangirl. The problem is not the thing. The problem is that it came at the cost of my exploration. Or if maybe like there was something else that she's fanboying about, particularly with Samus. The Morph Ball, because of blank and blank and blank, and you use that as a little gag or flavor text to a previous Metroid game, but you do it because you have to explore, and like the solution is the Morph Ball and stuff like that. And it's sort of like a reward for that aha moment. The problem is not the line or the fans or the fangirls. Just I'm not exploring. I'm just hanging out with these two guys.
Samus, you know the way. Want to check your map?
No. No, I don't want to check my map because there's only one door. Chad, this can't be it, right? Chad, this can't be it, right? There's gotta be something more that I get to explore or something.
Still need to.
It's just fan service dialogue. They're not even like a. Huh? Oh, okay. Oh, a new drone.
Knuckle up.
Is that one of the ones that you see in the desert or something?
Couple more hits like that, and this thing will go down.
Do you want to know if this is it or not? Yeah, that way. Just pull the trigger.
Hang on. I'm punching it.
How does she know to do that? I could have understood maybe Mackenzie, who's an engineer, but all that she's done so far is just be fangirl. Because we're back at the beginning. This is it? No way. No way, right? Nobody died. Samus is just standing there. At least the other guys were animated like standing up. I just went back in full circle watching them.
Okay. Armstrong, how you doing?
I'm fine. Sam?
She's a vehicle expert? Well, nothing that she said in the dialogue seemed to imply that she knew vehicle stuff. It was just Samus fangirling. She maybe fangirled and then like, hey Samus, I know about transportation. You let me know if you need me, or and then that way when you turn into the morph ball and specifically using the boost ball, she's like tweaking because like, oh my gosh, method of transportation and stuff like that. The problem is I have to scan her to find that out, but these characters are talking so much and they're talking to each other and they're talking to me, but these things aren't being conveyed through their dialogue or their conversations. Private Nora Armstrong is a soldier to the Galactic Federation currently assigned to the UTO Research Center. She excels in vehicle operation and mechanics and is known for her sharp intuition and skill when piloting vehicles she has never encountered. That just seems, the way it's phrased and the way it's structured and with what I just saw, it seemed just like a get out of way jail free card. Though she may sometimes falter when faced with situation demanding composure and objective decision making, she still has an excellent track record of solving complex issues thanks to her bright and direct personality. She strongly admires Samus Aran as a role model for her famously unshakable demeanor. Totally did not get that, though her enthusiastic outbursts about the bounty hunter exploits regularly draw the ire of her superiors. Sergeant Ezra Duke is a soldier in the Galactic Federation and a seasoned veteran of several space pirate engagements. No flavor text offered in that regard either. However, his stubborn personality frequently puts him in conflict with his superiors, causing him to be passed up for promotion and assigned to lead a single squad at the UTO Research Center. Those under his command often view him as a strict and inflexible leader. However, at his core, he is loyal, compassionate, and trustworthy. Those who understand this about Sergeant Duke believe there's no better soldier to have at your side. To everyone else, his reputation is simply that of a skilled fighter with a fondness for firearms and grenade launcher attachments. Like, I don't mind that some of it is buried in the logbook and all this other stuff, you know? It was something that happened in the original games as well. However, when the games on the older games, there was no dialogue, so a lot of it had to be left to the player's assumption. Or in the case of the Hunters and Corruption, you saw not even a portion. Like the Gendrada has like less lines than any of these guys have had since the moment Duke and Armstrong have had since I've met them. So, given that the scenario of the story doesn't really give them something to do where their skills might excel, or it's transmitted through flavor text, then it leaves me believing that these guys just what they are via the dialogue and the flavor text and the cinematics are happening. Why is it not there if you're going to take the game in a more cinematic approach to the point that you're literally sacrificing the exploration for this area, you know? Like, I just went in a circle watching cutscenes, and at no point was any of those factoids or details about the characters coming into play with either what we had to do in Flare Pool or themselves for flavor texts. And the control was taken away from me in order to do all that other stuff. Because at least like when I was in like Ice Belt, I'll look up his name, Tokabi, because I keep calling him Tobika, or I keep miscalling him. Was just chilling, you know. Yeah, like if like they spend the time to first establish who these characters are and making them likable because of the people that they are and their relationships and their past and their stuff. Then when you throw Armstrong tweaking because Sam is turned into a morph ball, or she did it in the room afterwards, then I feel like it would have landed a better joke because I first understand who Armstrong is, and then the Samus fangirl moment is sort of like the icing on the cake of the extra bit of personality or joke. Because at least with Mackenzie, I kind of got a little bit of who this guy is with the scoping mechanism, him talking to himself for a brief moment before showing up, and all that other stuff. And then upon seeing Samus to his rescue, given the situation, tweak out and stuff like that, just like Armstrong over here. But there wasn't a moment in this entire scene where there is a chance to tell me that this is Sarge, this is Armstrong, who the latter just looks like a generic Federation trooper, compared to the rest who have at least like a few bits and pieces here and there to tell me, all right, there must be something special to them. And there's nothing wrong with Armstrong not having anything in terms of the armor, but like at least put it in the flavor or something. It's triply so if I'm gonna be exploring and just sitting around watching some Disney Plus style cutscenes where people like just make references and I know what that is isms. What is she? She's a private, but also like a vehicle expert of sorts. Like that she's got like this knack and intuition. Probably the reason to keep her. I like the idea that she's the green one in the squadron. That's why she tweaks with Samus. But nothing really conveys to me that she's green or that what she specializes aside from the fact that she tweaked over Samus and the Sarge had to put her like in her place. One of the jobs listings for the game was someone who knew how to write emotionally hard-hitting character moments. I don't know, chat. I think this part kind of broke me a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Because at least in Old Forge, it kind of like went down, and the other Fury Green, I had a little bit of my moment alone, and then in Ice Belt, it kind of went into the facility alone. So I thought, alright, it'll probably be the same here. I'll just talk to Armstrong, help him reach, Duke, and then I leave him in one place, and then I gotta go find Armstrong, and then bring her back, type of stuff, and then go down and find the way to activate the rest of the facility using whatever clues that the Federation troopers help me find and whatever, but there's nothing there in terms of like gameplay exploration. I just watched a bunch of cutscenes. Eh. Alright, I'm gonna call it a stream here anyways, because it's been a while, and I know that there's a boss ahead, and like the other bosses have taken quite a while, and there's almost no sunlight out, and I would like to go out for a walk for a bit before it gets any darker, so I'm gonna call it here. How much of a band-aid do you want us to rip? I don't know that way. Save it maybe for the next stream, because I feel like if you rip off the band-aid right now and it is just like more of this, then I don't know if I can do it. Because this is not what I signed up for. And I don't think it's just like it's a different take and a different perspective. No, it's just, I don't know, man. Like, I'm surprised this is legitimately surprised this is what's getting to you. What's getting to me is that there's no gameplay, there's no exploration, there's no sense of discovery and mystery to the things, and instead I'm just fighting a bunch of robots. They're the same robots I fought on another map, and having these characters just fanboy about me, and now I can just go fight the boss. That's what like got me like this moment. Like, is not that there's the Federation troopers, is not that they talk, is that the talking, the cinematic, and all that other stuff came at the sacrifice of the exploration, of the gameplay, of the Lamorn culture, and like backstory, or Silex, or the Metroids, or how did he clone them, how did he got them to work into Metroid Fusion, how did he know this facility. It's just like I've been playing a hallway that just gives me enemies to fight every once in a while, and it's just the same couple of enemies. This can't be it, right? Like, sorry about that. My stream died for a second. But like I'll try and stream. I don't know if I'll be able to stream tomorrow. because it's Croco's birthday, and we're gonna be celebrating and stuff like that. So I'll probably try and see if I'm back here on Monday or something along those lines. Like, I don't know. I felt like more engaged with the things I had to do back when I was playing Federation Force because of the missions and stuff like that. But this feels more like, you know, we're Silex, man. I haven't had like a sense of a clue of what's the bigger mystery or the bigger thing that's going on that actually feels as compelling as like when you're on the frigate Orpheon and you read that these space pirates got decimated by something because they were fucking with a thing called Phazon. And like, like I'm not doing any exploration. I'm not learning about the Lamorne. I'm not learning about Silex. I'm not even learning about like the Federation stuff. You know? No, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like, I feel misled. I severely feel misled. There wasn't a side. No, I've encountered Silex. There was that one cutscene. There was that one moment I fought Silas in Voltforge. That's from the second trailer, in which they showed the Viola bike, and like I defeated him, and then he turns into a Cybot, and that was it. And then the story doesn't address it again, so far. I mean, I say this: play this to yourself in your spare time and really sit on it. Chad, I'm already doing that of sorts because Croco's playing the game. So like I sit with him and we're having our own playthrough. We're discussing the things, but gosh, like that I went through an entire section and there was not a single ounce of exploration. I wouldn't even consider it fine because like it fine game, but not great. Not great for Metroid. Even then, I don't think it's a. I think it's like not even a fine game. It's a fine game if you like AAA games that like This feels like more of those AAA games where you just go and shoot, go and shoot, go and shoot, and then every once in a while they throw you something like Ice Belt and you do a little bit of exploration. But what's the exploration? Find 6 TK locks and then go down and fight the boss. It's just trying to be a AAA game. For the sake of it being AAA. Not even like a... Like, the magic of these games, of Metroid Prime in my opinion, is like, you can see it from the moment you land on this room. This is the first room of the map. And you have 5 different doors. The game points you in the direction of the, like, of the Great Temple, and then you can find other rooms and find other paths, but you're left to explore. And I remember like when I got the Morph Ball and I came back here the first time, and I remember, oh, I can go in this room now because I have Morph Ball. And I was like, after I got the space jump, and I walked into the room with a down frigate Orpheon, and that became a whole different portion of the map unto its own. And stuff like that. Like, there's no one of that. Like, I'm not even jumping on platforms, like, to fight enemies or to traverse the map. It's just elevators. Like, there's none of like rooms like this, for instance, where the way to move forward is a little platforming puzzle. Or the ones that you see in Fendrana, or the ones you see in the Phazon Mines, or the ones you see in Chozo Ruins and stuff like that. It's just flat hallways. Like, there isn't a... I haven't walked into a room in all of Prime 4 that is kind of like this room over here. And it costs more than this did, you know? Where, like, there's a room like this, and it's like, alright, you gotta activate the 3 things, but you also gotta platform. And while you're platforming, we throw these guys to push you off and create a little bit of challenge. So there's the extra tension of, like, I gotta shoot the tentacle and jump and try not to fall down. You know? A boss doesn't make... I haven't fought a boss that makes me use a morph ball, because Carvix I can just walk under. I don't know, Chad. Anyways, I'm gonna call it a stream here. Prime 1 came out like in 2002 after an arduous development cycle. And... Alright, well. Enough of that, I hate to be in such a sour, negative vibe or anything, but I'm just trying to be honest with the way I feel over a game, not because I've been hyping it up or I've been waiting for it for so long or the 18 years since and all that other stuff. I wasn't really expecting or putting this game on the same pedestal or comparing it to the other Prime games. We came with it with an open mind to just enjoy what was there. And all I asked in return was that there was some that Metroid magic. And I don't see it. It's a AAA Call of Duty game that just got the Metroid stuff painted on it. So, and I don't mean this as a diss or anything for any of the developers or anybody behind the trenches that actually has to do all of this stuff, and because I know that you know, nobody wants to make a bad game deliberately. But like, this feels like more like Federation Force 2. If they made Federation Force more of a Call of Duty game or a Halo game than Metroid Prime. And it's not just because there's no exploration, there's no platforming, there's no lore, there's no foreshadowings, there's no environmental storytelling that connects one area of the map to the other. There's no bigger sense of progression because I slowly get stronger because the enemies that give me a trouble now are easier to take down. Or there wasn't that one time where I walked into this room and I like fell in the water because I felt that maybe I can go into the down frigate earlier if I just went into the water, and then I just sank to the bottom of that room and I felt like a complete idiot. And then when I came back for cleanup, and I had the grapple beam, so I can even cross that room even faster than having to go through the water. Or unlocking a shortcut that leads the later half of Talon Overworld back to Chozo Ruins, and that connects, you know? And I really don't like being like this. I don't like being like this because if there's people out there who are enjoying the game, I don't want to be the guy who seems like I'm telling them don't enjoy the things that you enjoy. But like, where's Silex? Where's the Metroids? Anyways, I still do intend on seeing it all the way through. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna see it all the way through. I do want to make videos. If I manage to find more Lamorne lore, I'll be willing and happy to do it. I'm not gonna pretend like this game doesn't exist. If I do a video on the Galactic Federation characters later, I will be happy to include Armstrong and Mackenzie and the rest, as much as Lyle and Anthony. It's not that I want to dislike these characters or the idea of the Federation troopers, but you know, all of us. So yeah, I'll be back here to stream more of the game next time. Hopefully the capture card is working well again. But if anybody wants to talk to me about the game, feel free to hit me in the DMs or whatever over on Discord. All I appreciate is don't tell me anything else beyond what I've done, because I would like to at least be truly impartial, give it the chance of seeing it all the way through and digesting it, everything, and all this other stuff. But yeah. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I am so sorry that if I'm more in a sour mood or stuff like that, but um, yeah, I like it. Vault Forge being just a couple of elevators and rooms was one thing, but then this was just a different thing altogether. Um, and like, yeah. An internal PCIe based of our media capture card works really good. Thanks for the recommendation. I'll keep it in mind. I need to see how I could get one in sort of doing it. But like again, I'm not, if anything that I'm sour or sort of negative is not directed towards anybody who's enjoying the game or anybody who worked on the game or any along those lines. These are just my thoughts as a guy whose brain rot about Metroid was just a little bit too much. And for me, I guess it's like just like that personal point because I've been replaying Metroid Prime and Echo so much as Fusion because these were the games that made me want to pursue my careers and stuff. So, you know, there's a little bit of that personal side tied to it. But with all that said, I'm going to go out for my walk. I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. Like I said, I'm probably not going to be here tomorrow because it's Krako's birthday and we're just going to have some stuff to do because he's got the day off. So we're going to go out and have stuff and all that stuff. I still think that there are positives to Prime 4. Don't get me wrong. But man, the positives are mostly from like the visuals and the sound at creating nice to look like places and the art direction and the music. But you know, all I wanted was just more of what is Silex's beef and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next stream. Take care, and I really appreciate, I literally do really appreciate everybody who's here and putting up with me through my complaints and stuff like that. So hopefully next stream there'll be more about the game that might be more up my alley or something along those lines. It's still not too late. But with all that said, take care, guys, and I'll see you next time.